What's good, YouTube? Nova here. Oh my god, I think I actually got my video working. Holy cow, I think everything's working. I was testing out a new video software a few days ago and I couldn't get it working for the life of me, and I think I got it working. Anyways, I don't want to waste your guys' time. I'm here with the V-Jump. Basically what the V-Jump is saying the ban list is. Basically. So in Japan, the OCG ban list is pretty much 99% confirmed to be this, minus all the cute fairy-type monsters and the box of friends you see on here. So I'm going to get straight into this video, and I am excited, and I'm going to talk about every card, but I'm going to make a quick rundown of the entire ban list. The banned cards are Stream, Dragon Ruler of Droplets, Reactin, Dragon Ruler of Pebbles, Burner, Dragon Ruler of Sparks, Lightning, Dragon Ruler of Drafts, and Spellbook of Judgment. The limited cards are Mermail Abystius, Wind-Up Shark, Brotherhood of the Firefist Rooster, Genex Ally Birdman, Super Rejuvenation, Divine Wind of Mist Valley, and Abyss Sphere. The semi-limited cards are Gores, the Emissary of Darkness, Gladiator Beast Bestiary, Neospacian Grand Mole, and Black Whirlwind. The unlimited cards are Tsukiyomi, Wind-Up Magician, Scapegoats, Advanced Ritual Art, E-Emergency Call, Pot of Duality, and Mirror Force. So for those of you who just came for what the ban list was, I just gave it to you. And this is 99% confirmed. I'm not going to give you guys total confirmation, but the V-Jump always gives us the real ban list. It's like, that's what I've been waiting for. I haven't made a video because I didn't want to tell people about a fake list on my channel. I wanted to wait, and I'm confident enough with the V-Jump that I'm willing to bet money on this ban list. So let's talk about it. So they banned all the Dragon Ruler babies. It's kind of genius. It's kind of a hidden genius. I think a lot of people are hating on it. I'm kind of sad because my Gusto deck can't play Lightning and Tempest. My Mechafaunum Beast deck can't play Lightning and Tempest. It doesn't affect me in any of these other ways. I'm not playing Mermails anymore, so it doesn't affect me there. And I don't really play any decks that run Burner and Reactin aside from here on DN. It's kind of nice. They kept Redox, Tempest, Blaster, and Stream at 3. So now they don't have to hit them. So now, Tidal can help out the Mermails, who did get a couple hits. Tempest can help out the Dragoonides and the other decks that he helps. Oh, yeah, Dragoonides. That's another deck I love. Blaster can help out Firefist and Lovels. Even though I'd only play one or two Blasters in Firefist, but in Lovels is really good. And then, Redox can help out the multitude of decks he can be played in, whether it be Gadgets, Madolche, Scraps, etc., etc. So, I love it. I love the hit. It destroys the Elemental Dragon, the Dragon Ruler deck, and it gets back to Konami's original intention of using the 4 grown-up dragons as support for other decks, and not as their own super mega tier 1 deck. The other hit on the ban list is Spellbook of Judgment. So this ban list, we got 5 cards that went from 3 to 0. The last time I remember one card going to 0 straight out of 3 is DSF. Quote me if I'm wrong. Tell me in the comment section below. But was the last card to go from 3 to 0 Dark Strike Fighter? I can't remember a card since DSF. I've been playing for a long time. I've been playing since GOAT format. But I don't remember a card getting hit since DSF, going from banned going from unrestricted to banned. What I'm saying is the last time it happened was DSF. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. So that's the ban list. In terms of ban cards, great choices. What I like about Spellbook of Judgment, Spellbook players, the competitive Spellbook players are pissed. They were hoping, that Secrets to 1, the Magician to 1 plus the plus that other card to 1, Magician to 1 plus Judgment Day to 1. That's what they were hoping for, because then the deck would still be broken. Because for those of you who don't know, Secret searches out Magician, so it's like Blue Boy is still going to be trolling everyone, and the deck doesn't even lose a lot. It loses a little consistency, but it'd still be broken. This hit for the true Prophecy players, and I'm going to be calling the deck Prophecy now because for true Prophecy players, they can play Prophecy again. This card, it got banned, outright banned. This has just saved Prophecy players from losing their deck into forcing to play the whole Judgment, shit. Now you can play Classic Prophecy from before the ban list. It's still going to be good because you have Blue Boys at 3, Priestess is at 3. Now you're going to be playing Priestess again. Justice, you might be playing Justice again. The deck has become maybe even a control deck now. It's just not what spellbooks were post-Tachyon. We are now back to pre-Tachyon spellbooks, which is great. I love the deck until they made Judgment Day. I actually think spellbooks might be an interesting deck to pick up, actually. Or if you already have them, not to get rid of them. I mean, you can get rid of the Judgment Day, because I don't think that card's ever coming back. I could see you someday, maybe. The Baby Dragons, maybe. But Spellbook of Judgment's never coming back. Dragons were better than Spellbooks, in my opinion, but Spellbook of Judgment was the single most broken card this format. I'm fanatic. Just throw BLS on there, because that card still fucking deserves to be banned. And, that would just, I would just be... Oh, it's perfect. But of course they're not going to hit it because it did nothing last format. For our limited cards, Mermail Abystius. This is brilliant. Now, I still think they should have hit Dragoons, but Tias was the second best card they could have hit. Because it's the reason why I love Tias is, yeah, you can't go Mega Plus, but it's never a minus, ever, no matter what situation you're summoning it. It's almost always summonable. You just need one other water in your deck. It always replaces that card. So at worst, it's a 1-for-1. And, even Megalo, if you ditch, let's say you're forced to ditch 2 waters that wouldn't get their effect. Yeah, you get the Sphere, or the Squall, or whatever you're searching to your hand, or your spell card, but you don't go plus. You go -1. At least with this, you're going to at least go, 1-for-1, and it tutors your deck for cards like Gunday, Pike, and Linde. So I think this was a hit in disguise. Also being the easiest 7 in the deck to drop. Great. It's not a hit anybody saw coming, really, but it's a great hit. I'm fine with it, 100%. And it also allows the deck Mermails to still be very good, while severely limiting their rank 7 ability, which I think is honestly stronger than their OTK ability. They need that. But, limiting their rank 7 ability is great. Next up is Wind Up Shock. They switched it with Magician. A lot of people are happy about this. I'm sad about this because I don't think Wind Ups needed the hit. I know Rabbit's going to dominate next format, and Thunderbird probably, and, Chain Beat. But, I rather would have, I don't know. I just think it's a bad hit because, I understand it, but, I just think Magician at 3 in a Rabbit-based control deck, I don't know, something about it. I definitely think Shark is a better card than Magician in terms of what it did for the deck originally, but I think in this type of format, Shark is not going to be as relevant. Magician just, I don't know, something about it doesn't feel right. I think it's an okay call. I just don't, I agree, I think they originally should have limited Shark, not Magician, along with the banning of Zen Mighty a while back, but they did a stupid thing, which was playing out. They hit the Magician for the Shark. They should have originally hit the Shark for the Magician. At this point, I don't feel like the switch was necessary. It makes sense. I'm not going to hate on it, but whatever. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Rooster. This is the preemptive strike on Axis, on 3-axis. We all saw it coming. Most people thought it'd be Tenki. I knew it wasn't going to be Tenki. I knew it wasn't going to be Bear. I thought they'd hit Leopard or Rooster. My pick was Leopard to 1. That was what I thought they were going to do. They ended up hitting Rooster to 1. Leopard, I think, would have been a better hit. But because it hurts their consistency, they're slower to get the ball rolling without Leopard. With Rooster to 1, they still have all their combos in place. It's just after they go for their big play, they can't do it again because Rooster's at 1. So, yeah, they can do silly stuff and do combos for days still, but it's more like after they do their big combo, if you kind of come back, slowly grind your way back, they can't just troll you and again. So yeah, that's really cool. GeneX Ally Birdman. I'm sad. I didn't play Mist Valley FDK. I played legit Genex Valley. Not the Genex Valley FDK. I played Genex Valley legit, and they hit the deck. Another preemptive strike. They feel like that FTK Genex Valley deck is going to do something next format. I think it will too. I really do. I don't like this deck is a deck that will thrive in a back row format. I can just see it coming. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So if you heard that, that was a little interruption, but who cares? Bodman is too good for that deck. It's not a great card. I understand hitting it. Kind of sucks though. Super Rejuvenation. I agree with the hit. I know they hit all these. Super Rejuvenation will not be a problem next format. Probably won't be a problem the format after that. I think just the fact that you can, if you play a deck with enough, like, if you're playing some weird mesh deck that has, like, 6 elemental dragons in it, and, like, Super Rejuvenation just, like, you ditch 2 to, like, off of a Tempest, and, like, you're, like, playing Dragoonides, and you, like, ditch 2 off of a Tempest, and you ditch 1 off of a Cards of Consonance, and if you just happen to be playing Super Rejuvenation, and you draw 3 cards, I don't think Konami wants to deal with Super Rejuvenation ever again. I don't think anyone will complain about it at 1. I think the card's broke as fuck. I think it hurts Exodia, Dragon FTK. I think that deck's going to have to. I don't know what Exodia's going to do. I think Scapegoat and Pod Duality were the big helps for Exodia, but I'll get to that later. Divine Wind of Mist Valley, same as Birdman. I think they should have hit one or the other. They kind of butt-raped that deck. They shouldn't have been so harsh on it. The deck's dead now. Like, this deck was going to thrive in this format, but it's whatever. It's alright. Abyss Sphere, everybody saw this hit coming. I think most people thought Sphere and Dragoons. They went Sphere and TS, which, honestly, I think was a great choice. I still think Dragoons at 3 is kind of like something that I think if they do another hit on Mermails, it'll probably, next format, it'll probably be Dragoons to 1 on top of this. They won't bring any of this stuff back. At worst, they're just going to keep Sphere at 1 and TS at 1 come March 2014. But this format is looking good, by the way. So I like this hit. So, a quick review. I love all the bands. TS was a good hit. Shark, I agree with. Rooster was a decent hit. Leopard would have been better. The Birdman and the Valley, it was a smart hit. It was not Konami-like. That was too smart. Like, the Rooster hit was obvious, but the fact that they hit Genex Valley was pretty crazy that they actually saw that far ahead. Super Rejuve, I agree with. And Abyss Sphere was pretty blatantly obvious they were to hit that. So far, everything here I agree with. To 2, Gores. Everybody has been telling me... Oh, sorry, I'm dumb. Big Eye to 1. Yeah, sure. It steals monsters. Yeah, it's hard to summon, but Machina, Gadget, Radox can summon it. There's a lot of decks that can summon it. Lavels can still summon it if they want to, if they play it. You know, especially if they're playing a build that's not dedicated to Quasar, they could make it incredibly easily. And, just a bunch of decks can still make it pretty easily. Not like Dragon Rulers, where they're just like, troll, Draco Sack every turn. Oh, wait, I got Eradicator, Big Eye, you lose, Spellbook guy. But it's just good. And then Trishula. For those of you who don't know, Trishula is my favorite card of all time. So you could guess that of all the cards to take off the ban list, I'm more than a little stoked. I believed this card. I had a feeling it might. Because I knew they were going to bring back a Synchro. I knew it wasn't going to be Brionic, because they're not that dumb. I was thinking, Goyo or Trish? Goyo or Trish? I'm like, Trish needed to come back. Fuck Goyo for days. Trish needed to come the fuck back. But Trish is better than Goyo. I know I'll get hate for it. I'm not a Goyo Guardian fan. I think the reason why it would have made sense is level 6 suck. Even when we get the Beast Lord Vulcan guy, they're still gonna suck. He's not an amazing card. I mean, he's good in Fire Fist because you can bounce your Tenkies and your Tensus, especially your Tenkies, really, just your Tenkies, but Tensu if you want. And you could bounce your Fire Formation cards, right? And that's good. But the fact that Goyo is just like beat that Stardust and that Xian in the fucking face. The thing is, though, how many Stardust and Xians are we going to see this format? Potentially a lot. Because Dragoonities are going to be fucking insane because nothing got hit. Nothing. Because they hit Lightning, they didn't hit Tempest, and they didn't hit Sarko, so literally nothing in that deck got hit. They literally just slowed the four down. I really feel Dragoonities are the fastest deck of the format. I can't believe I'm saying that. I'm pumped for it. Like, I'm pumped. And we got Trish back. Like, now the Legionnaire play, oh my god. Like, we have so many silly shit that we can do now. Like, you know... Like, I don't even know anymore. Like, I'm just so stoked. Like, Trish is so fun. And then plants are going to be legit. Like, they didn't get anything in this ban list, but they got a slowed format, and I guess you could say they got 3 scapegoat, and they could play econ shenanigans. I'm just beating the fuck off right now. I'm just like, I mean, you might be able to hear it. It's just so good. This format just looks so good right now. Back to my semi-limits, because Trish is just so good. I know people are hating on it. Trish is too good, but it's balanced. And then, like, of all, my fucking agents got their fucking Trish back, motherfuckers. Summon Earth, Search Venus, set T-Roar, set Wabaku, whatever the fuck you're playing. They summon shit. They go in for an attack. Wabaku, fuck you. Or even fucking Honest. Or you could actually have real back row, like Bottomless and shit. Mirror Force, because it's at 3. Fucking be like... Next turn, Summon Venus, Shine Ball, Synchro, Trish, win games, motherfuckers, even though Trish doesn't win games by himself unless it's late game, although sometimes he kind of does, but there really isn't any deck that relies on one specific card and shit. Oh yeah, on top of that, Trish is like Tiramisu. For those of you who don't remember Trish, which if you do, you're a fucking new player or you're a super noob. Trish doesn't target, motherfuckers. Banish a card out of your hand. Banish a card out of your graveyard. Banish the Yamato on your field. You can't stop it with your Boujin motherfucking who gives a shit. You're not playing Iron Wall because who the fuck plays that in Boujins? That makes no fucking sense. I can attack you directly. You can't use your Boujin Honest because I removed your fucking monster and didn't target it, so you can't use your Boujin guy that I removed anyways at the same time. Oh my god, let's just jizz all over the place. Gorsta 2, I agree and disagree. I think Gorsta 2 was to skillify the game, makes you think about OTKs. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Oddly enough, last format, they just were like, OTK, they wanted to make almost one last OTK format. I think with this format, they wanted to slow it down. Let's look at Ghost Tricks. Let's look at Boujins. These decks that are coming out, I mean, Boujins are already getting a ton of shit already, but, you know, by the time Shadow Specters, Ghost Tricks are getting their original cards, their first set of release, and then Boujins are going to be meta as fuck. And these decks, they're slow. You know, they're not OTK based, so Gors isn't, you know, as big of a deal. Mirror Force to 3, you know, I think Mirror Force to 3 hurts Boujins. I don't think it really hurts Ghost Tricks, but these cards, they're interesting, and they do shit. These aren't bad cards that were banned and limited and semi-limited because Tsukiyomi logic, but they are really good cards. Or Bestiary to 2. Another example, wow, now you get to know this shit is live. This proves that this shit is live. You see, I used Google Chrome, motherfuckers. Now you know that my shit, my video is live. Like, I'm not trolling you guys. Like, I don't, like, take a screenshot or shit. Like, this is live stuff. Like, you know, I'm not even gonna edit this out. Like, let's just fucking go. Yeah, look at that. You know, like, because, like, who even wants to edit shit? Like, fuck. Like, oh, you guys are gonna get to see the worst Madolche deck of all time. Sorry, this Madolche deck, for those of you, before you guys see the worst Madolche deck ever, it's from a long time ago, so. Ah, it switched to agents. I didn't even know I had an agent deck on here. Fuck, I have so many bad decks on here, ignore them. What the hell? It has a Dark Mimic level 3 in here. Troll, lol. Where's my V-Jump shit? Okay, guys, I know I said I wasn't gonna edit this, but I fuck this shit. I don't care. And because DN's being annoying, it's not loading the card pictures. But anyways, Gladiator Beast Bestiary went to 2. What I was saying was this is a Glad format again. I mean, it's not like, Glads are going to be tier 1. They're not. I'd be shocked. Is it possible? Hell yeah. Bestiari supports Gladiator Beasts. Gladiator Beasts support a control-based format. If Gladiator Beasts are successful, in my opinion, the best way to counter Gladiator Beasts is more control against Gladiator Beast, which promotes anti-meta cards like Medeon the Time Lord and Neospacian Grandma that don't give a shit about your Gladiator Beast effects. Cards like Dimensional Prison, Mirror Force, cards that stop their attacks. Of course they have Forbidden Lance, but if they're swinging into your monster and they have to lance their own monster, it's too small, and then, yeah, obviously it supports Bottomless Trap Hole, though everything does these days. It's too fucking good. Torrential, I guess. Every deck kind of does too, but it supports cards like Mirror Force and Dimensional Prison. You're not going to get punished in that deck for using cards like that, like you would in Dragon Rulers, who will just make Draco Sack and pop your Mirror Force or your Dimensional Prison. Great deck. And the fact that Gladiator Beasts, they have powerful effects, they toolbox for everything, but they have to resolve an attack to get their effects. They don't get them till end of battle phase, which is great. I love it. I'm pumped about that. So, great call in my opinion. Neospacian Grandma 2. I don't know if any of you remember my Black Nova Striker account. Maybe I've put something on the Lightning Nova Storm account. But I made a deck. I don't know if anyone's ever tried it before, but I call it NSP, Neospacian Plants, and they just put Grandma 2. And this looks like a great plant format. Like I don't know how I do it in this format, but because there's so much stuff. If I play Neospacian Plants, there's so many cards I want to play, and now you can junk for Crossporter, and instead of being forced to go into Catastor or Hyper Librarian, you can go into freaking Armades, the Keeper of Boundaries, like NSP. But this is to help anti-meta. If I had to make a guess, I doubt it's to help my deck that nobody's ever seen. So I think that's why they brought that back. Black Whirlwind 2, they've been giving Blackwing's pieces one at a time. They were slowly giving them Kalut's back. Now Kalut's at 3, so they started giving us Whirlwinds back. I predict next Banlist they go Whirlwind to 3. If Blackwings are still not doing anything, which they probably won't, they might try Gale to 2. Hopefully, I'm almost hoping. It just seems like such a wait. For Blackwing players have had to wait so long for their deck to become competitive again. And by the time we get, Gale to multiple levels, will it matter? Maybe not, but hopefully it will, because Blackwings are a cool deck, and it was DSF who really ruined that deck. So we have Petite Angel. I almost forgot Moki Moki, our boy Moki Moki, for those of you who watched the GX dub, and then Tenderness, because, it's an adorable fairy that celebrates the gift of love. What's more gangster than that? At 3, we have Sook. They put Sook to 3 because the same reason they restricted Sook, the same reason they semi-restricted Sook, and now the same reason they unrestricted Sook. Konami doesn't like going 3 to 0 or going 0 to 3. They like to gradually do things. A card like Sook was on the ban list for far too long, and they decided, you know what, this card isn't good anymore. Let's put it to 3. So, we're going to do it over 3 formats. We're going to put it to 1 so nobody complains. We're going to put it to 2 so nobody complains. We're going to put it to 3 so nobody complains. I think they could have skipped the putting it to 2 part. I think they could have went from 1 to 3 there, but it's still a decent card. It is good against Evil Storm Ophion. It is good against Thunder King Rayo. It's good against number 16 Shockmaster for some decks, heavy back row decks. It's good against certain cards. But, in terms of main deck, I can't think of a deck that main deck this. You could say Gravekeepers, but, what do you want to set other than GK Spy? Seriously, I can't think of anything. You might as well be playing it in scraps, seriously, because, you're probably playing Spy, especially this format. Spy's going to be good. Even though it's a set monster, it's going to be probably the best flip monster of the format, along with Mechaphon and Beast Hamstrat. I'd say it's between those two, unless... I'm not counting Ghost Tricks, because I don't know them that well, but in terms of flip monsters, from what I'm thinking, this format, I'm thinking those two are going to be the big ones. Raikou is going to be good, too, But I just don't think you want to mill this format unless you're playing Lightsworn, which I don't think is going to be good this format. Magician, because they switched Magician and Shark. I'm kind of, even though I've been playing windups lately, I'm not going to be playing them anymore. I think it hurts them. Whatever. Scapegoat to 3. Nobody cares. It's for plants. Air to 3, that's dumb if Ophion ever gets hit. E-Call to 3, because why not? Duality to 3, because why not? Mirror Force to 3, because why
control
not?
decks don't. They need it. It was dumb to go to 2. Mirror Force to continue the punishing of bad players in a format where Mirror Force is good, put it at 3, and punish bad players. Same thing with the 2 Gores. I think they're both designed to punish players, and because cards like Mirror Force and Gores. Mirror Force because we need it, and Gores because it's not as good as it once was. You know, it doesn't have the same effect as it once was. I think the best thing about it is it's level 7. Anyways, I just wanted to add those because I accidentally had to leave anyways, so for stuff, so I just had to tell you guys my true opinions on those 3 cards. Really, it was just Mirror Force is the good one. Duality was needed, and E-Call never should have been hit either. E-Call and Duality were dumb hits, and Mirror Force was just because, you know, we want to punish bad players. I think this was definitely a bad player punishing ban list with Mirror Force and Gores and, you know, some other just good shit on this ban list. It was a great ban list. I really agree with it. If you guys don't like it and disagree with stuff, I know some people are hating on Gores and Mirror Force and Grand Mole and Bestiary and Black Whirlwind and Rooster and Birdman and Mist Valley. I really am perfectly alright with this ban list. I don't have one complaint except, like, ARA at 3 might become a problem, but thank God Evil Swarms are a deck because Herald is so dumb. Like, most control decks that just summon a big monster and pass, I can understand, but Herald just it's too much. Herald's not a smart deck to make, in my opinion, but whatever. No vow piece.